Hey friends, it's Julie from Plan to Create, and I'm here today with the world's quickest Plan With Me video. I mean, I don't know if that's really a thing, but it's definitely one of my quickest, and I just wanted to share how quickly and easily you can pull a week together. Not every week has to be a work of art. Sometimes you just need to dig in and get going. So you can see that these categories are so consistent for me here in my planner. I've already started to write things down underneath the topical headers there. So that part has already kind of started before I officially do a plan with me, and that's perfect with me. I like the fact that I can work ahead a little bit in this Hobonichi because I have assigned certain spaces to certain things. But otherwise, I'm just coming through with some of these Tombow markers and making a little bit more division and adding a little bit of structure that works for me here inside these pages. I've talked before about how overwhelming that 5 a.m. to 4 a.m. structure was for me. So I choose to ignore the time frames and just block off these areas with some structure that helps me get the things done that I need to get done. I need these little prompts, these little reminders for me for hydration, for vitamins, etc. So they're just helpful for me to see right there at the top of my page. Okay, never say never. I swear in my last video I was like, I'm never going to stamp in my Hobonichi Cousin. Okay, so I was reminded by one of you viewers, thank you, that Tombow markers are an excellent way to ink up your stamps. Tombows do not typically bleed through the Tomoe River Paper, so you're a lot safer with this method. And I did want to show that. I wanted to try it this week, and then I also wanted to remind you guys as well as myself that this is an option. I shared this in my Facebook group, and a couple of ladies said that they had tried and not had very much success. So here's my tip, you guys, and I can't show it because it's just awkward. It's off camera what I'm doing. But you're gonna see here, I take my time. I color with almost like the side of my brush, so I make sure and get really good coverage. And then my big secret tip is that I take it up to my mouth, I breathe a big huff of hot air, and then stamp. Now, if I were brave, I would try it without the huff and see the difference, but I'm not brave. I just felt like it was working, so let's keep rolling. I do take a second here to show you. You can slightly see shadows through, but again, that is this paper. That's just by nature what's going to happen, and this is a darker Tombow color, you know, in the scheme of lights and darks. This color is number 947, and it's part of the Muted pack that I recently received from Tombow, and it's a beautiful collection. You guys should check it out if you're interested in some fresh new colors, really autumnal, beautiful colors that work nicely together, and it was fun to add this one into my usual 4 colors this week. It works really well with some stickers that you're going to see me add here in a minute. Speaking of stickers, I wanted to sort of bookend my sidebar this week, so I started with that staple calendar on the top there from the planner spot, and at the bottom I'm including one of her tracker stickers. I've been enjoying seeing my steps and taking that moment to reflect on how I did each day, so I wanted to include that there. Next up, I'm just including a cute little deco half box from the planner spot's November monthly kit. And then you're going to see me do something real wild and crazy. I'm pulling a page out of my friend Rebeca's notebook, and she always would cut up her stickers from each month. So I thought, you know, I love what I have left on this sheet. I want to figure out how to use it. So I know that the planner spot stickers are 1 1/4 inch wide. So I decided that I'm going to just cut these into that width, and then I can kind of work them into the page there on the sidebar and just let them kind of be my big statement this week. I have mentioned these in previous videos, but these drawings are from Lightly Inked. She's a relatively new shop in the planner community, and I just think that they're really pretty, and these colors really speak to me this time of year. So I wanted to make sure I used up this entire sheet. I might save the next one I have for next year, or we'll see how much more I can use throughout the rest of the month of November. Okay, so that pretty much wraps this up. I'm going to come through with this N89 and just highlight the actual week that we're in for the month of November. And then you're going to see me add a few more lines here across my planner. I'm doing a new 4 o'clock line just as a little reminder that it's a great time of day for me to hop out and take a quick walk around the neighborhood, just kind of wrap up my day and get ready for evening before the sun goes down. Super early these days, I swear. And then I'm just leaving a little section down here at the bottom of my page. I do either track or plan my social media posts here, so that's something that I like to save room for. Up at the very top, you see that open space. That's kind of an all-day event option to add things that, you know, aren't time specific but might be happening during the day. So I hope that that gives you guys an idea of how you can structure out your Hobonichi Cousin days to work for you. I just think don't be afraid to divide it and to ignore the time frames, you know, when it isn't helpful, but then to pay attention when it is. You can see that I've basically broken my planning section into like a 10 a.m. I think to 4 p.m. is the primary hours that I really need to dig in and figure out what I'm doing during that time frame. So I'll spend some time off screen digging into that for myself, but I wanted to show you guys just how quickly you can structure your pages to work for you. You know, I didn't use a ton of supplies, and I will link below the things that I did use, and I have some coupon codes to share, so if you're interested in saving 10% at the planner spot or 15% at Tombow on those markers or other supplies, make sure you check out my codes below. Thanks you guys so much for joining me. I appreciate you watching.